All right, y'all, this is our take. This is Marc, the moderator.
Process building a 8D. Peace.
Yo, so again, we are doing this remotely. We're doing it through a video conference. This is how our show is going to look. Our two co-hosts are not with us, Banks and Leaf, but we're going to do our thing without them. They're tonight. And our first topic is going to be on the NFL and the breaking news right now as we speak. Tom Brady is signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He has left the Patriots and he's going to the Bucs. Avery, what's your take?
You know, this literally just hit me like you told me right before the segment. Now I'm thinking like, wait a minute. So let me get this right, Mark. Jameis Winston is a free agent right now?
Yes, Jameis Winston was not retained. They didn't franchise him, so he became a free agent. And so now they're bringing in Tom Brady to replace Jameis Winston.
All right. So historically, Bruce Arians had Peyton Manning. We see what he did with Peyton Manning. All right.
Yes.
I want to say that was some years ago.
Yes.
Now you're dealing with a very immobile Tom Brady. Yes. Now you're dealing with Tom Brady, the Tom Brady factor, less Bill Belichick.
Yes.
This is going to be very interesting. Now, from a receiver standpoint, he has receivers in Goodwin, and he's got Evans. So he's got some receivers. Their running back, I'm not sure who they got at running back at this point, but I want to say that who's the short dude?
What's the kid name? He did pretty well. They got a three-headed monster at running back. They got three different running backs.
I think Bruce Arians has the experience and the history to be successful. I can't wrap my brain around Tom Brady without that Patriots helmet on. Seeing him play in Tampa Bay, this is going to be extremely interesting. Now, as we know, Tampa Bay historically, to some degree, has a decent defense. I believe Gerald McCoy is still down there. Is he still down there? So they got a decent defense. They had a pretty decent year last year. Let's not get that totally twisted. They weren't in the playoffs, but they had a decent year last year. So with Bruce Arians there, I think they'll be successful with Tom Brady. I just don't know what Father Time has in store for Tom Brady this year. That's really the key.
So you don't know what Father Time has in store for a 43-year-old quarterback. That's what you're saying? Is that what you're really saying?
Outside of what I deem to be Belichick's ability to protect that guy.
But Belichick is no longer with him. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back and I'm going to ask the question again. You got a 43-year-old quarterback going to Tampa Bay. And let me just run it off to you. Their running backs is Peyton Barber, Ronald Jones. I can't pronounce this dude's name.
Peyton Barber had a decent year last year.
And Cedric Ware. So that's who they have on defense. They do not have McCoy no more. He left. I remember right. Gerald McCoy, forgot which team he went to, but he is no longer there. Okay. They have a decent defense. They got Sue is there. Kill Barrett, who they just franchised him. He's there. JPP is there with his 5 fingers. But let me go at it this way, because I know there's a lot of Patriot fans out there, and I know that a lot of people feel that Tom Brady is 23 years old and he's not 43. Bruce Arians, yes, is a very offensive-minded coach. I have that. But let me say it again. What I'm going to look forward to is when Tom Brady is not doing well, who are they going to blame now? In New England, they blamed his receivers. He had no line. It was never Tom Brady. So now you'll be able to see that he has weapons. If he doesn't do well at Tampa Bay, I wonder where the blame is going to lay at, because they're going to say it's the O-line. It's never going to be Tom Brady. It's just he's 43 years old, people. Joe Montana cannot come back and play quarterback well. He's 43 years old.
Yeah. Let's keep that in mind. And if I got it right, their offensive coordinator, you know who their offensive coordinator is? It's Byron Leftwich. That's the real interesting thing.
That's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so you got a guy who is an underachiever in my estimation.
He was. Byron Leftwich was very much. And and
an
underachiever.
underachiever. So that dynamic of him not being, with Josh McDaniels now, with him being 43 years old, with him being with a way younger coordinator who he has no experience being with now. Remember that, right? Who becomes the coordinator? See, that's the thing that I think we lose kind of sight of. Who becomes
Also
the coordinator?
system. Also system. What system are they going to run? Is it going to be a Brady friendly system?
Has to be. Don't you think it has to be?
I mean,
Because think about it.
listen,
The guy can't move. He's a sitting duck. He can't move. So
listen.
you don't be shocked. You now have Tampa Bay first round offensive lineman, second round offensive lineman, third round. They're gonna have to protect this guy. So I think it's good for Tampa Bay. Ultimately, you get the name, for a business aspect. But
Let me ask you a question. If you you just signed a 43-year-old quarterback. So what you're saying is this is boom or very much bust.
100%.
If they bust on this move, you done set your franchise back 5 years.
Yeah, and that's as much as the running joke with Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, his nickname. I got a coworker who's a big Tampa Bay fan, and his nickname was 30 for 30. You know what I'm saying? Like he threw 30 touchdowns, 30 picks. I feel like Bruce Arians, to some degree, had him going in a direction where he could have been successful. So now you take a guy that I don't even know what Tom Brady's contract is now, but you take a guy that you probably could have paid somewhere similar that definitely has more of a ceiling, you know what I mean, than Tom Brady. You'll get it, what, 2 years out of Tom Brady, if at best?
And what if it's 2 bad years?
Yo, your man Bruce Arians, like, that was a complete roll of the dice.
What if it's 2 bad years?
Yeah, and that's the thing. You don't know what you're going to get out of him. So
listen,
this is, what this is, Marc? Let me just say this. This is what happens in the NBA. And this is, I always say this. A lot of times you get guys that have been successful in past years, and you say, this guy has a ring. Let's put this guy on this team, and he's going to get us to the same place without taking into account where he's at physically.
And listen, the Patriots is well known for letting guys go when at the time it's time to let them go. And that's the one thing which I'm looking at as well as Belichick gave up on Brady. He didn't want to go on through this again. He wanted to start the process over. Hey, a shout out there to you. But people are sitting around thinking that this is the 23-year-old Brady coming out of Michigan, that this guy is going to be. You cannot continue to play at a high level at 43 in this NFL. The game is going to speed quicker than his arm. That's just what it's going to be.
I gotta get the specifics on this deal. I gotta know what type of money they gave this guy. I can imagine.
Let me see if I can look it up. Keep on talking.
Yeah, because if you think about it, Philip Rivers just signed with the Colts. They gave him 1 year, $25 million, and
which is crazy.
And I don't understand this whole idea of bringing these guys in. You're essentially stumping Jacoby Brissett's growth. I don't understand what's happening with that. I'm lost. And the guy I'm sorry, Philip Rivers, I think statistically is a good quarterback, but he hasn't done anything. So you're going to supplant Jacoby Brissett with him? Like, I don't know. That's crazy to me. So now you got Tom Brady. I cannot imagine they gave this guy more than $25 million a year. I can't imagine that. That would be crazy.
They haven't released any details at this time. No details, just that he is signing. Expected to land the quarterback, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Adam Schefter is saying there's no signing date or announcement official yet, but Brady is expected to be a Buccaneer. So we will see down the road how much money he is getting out of this deal. But I'm going to say it again. 2 franchises, to me, that's dumb as hell, is the Colts and Tampa Bay. The Colts signing Rivers made no sense to me at all. Yeah. Rivers is 37 years old, had a bad year, did not look like the Rivers. Age is catching up to him. He was in the system that was created for him and around him. He has nothing but weapons and couldn't win. Now, and Chargers had a defense. So now what you're going to do is the Colts is going to bring in Philip Rivers thinking that he's 27? Come on, man. This is ridiculous, man.
Yo, question though. I think does Philip Rivers and Frank Reich have some type of relationship or something like that? I feel like he was maybe one of the coaches in San Diego at some point.
Not that I can think of. I don't remember that. I think it was North Turner is who what's the name you might be thinking of, but
Oh,
I don't
all right.
remember
So,
Frank Reich.
Mark, let me ask you this question. Let me double this back. So now, what the question becomes is, you bringing Philip Rivers on a 1-year deal for $25 million. Is that automatically he starting? There's no
What
question behind it.
you get him $25 million for 1 year? He better start.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
Jacoby goes to the bench.
That's
He's
crazy.
going to start, and guess what? It's his team now. It's Philip Rivers' team. And but here it is again. If it doesn't work, you're back at square one. Why take this risk on a guy that really he's played 17 years? It's done. Let it go.
He's done. That's mind-boggling. And I'm thinking to myself now: is Jacoby on a new contract? Is he coming up? Like
I don't think
I
so. I think if I got it right, Jacoby got an extension last year, so he's under contract. Jacoby, unless they trade him, that's the most they could possibly do is trade him. And if they trade him, what's their backup?
that's insane. I'm sorry.
They don't have any other recourse. So once again, you looking at a team that is going for it for what reason? I have no clue what a dude that is past his prime. And that's all I'm saying, man. These guys are past their prime. These are
Yeah,
not young, these are not young chickens, man. These are
yeah,
old cats. The
yeah.
backups that they have, that the Colts have, is Brian Hoyer and Chad Kelly, just to let you know. He said, I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I'm
So
just saying.
now, I mean, the AFC East is open, I guess, right?
Yeah.
We
Well,
assume
I mean, yeah. Listen, you still got the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens isn't.
the AFC
Oh, the
East.
East. Okay. Well, I mean, Buffalo made a couple of moves, so listen, it's going to be interesting to see how all of this plays out. It's going to be interesting.
Got Miami just got Byron Jones. You
Miami's
got
going to stink. Come on, man. Miami's going to stink, man. Let's not even go there. But I'm hoping that the coach can turn it around. But it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be interesting to see what the Patriots do, because Bridgewater is going to Carolina. So what quarterback will the Patriots get to replace Tom Brady? Let's talk about that.
Oh well, look. Okay, so we got two things going on here. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna see what Tom Brady has left in the tank. More importantly, you're gonna see if it really was Tom Brady or was it Belichick.
Wow.
Now we're gonna see all of that conversation. It's gonna be the running conversation every week on every sports talk show. Who really was it? Was it Tom? Did Tom need Bill more than Bill needed Tom? Now we're gonna see how great of a coach your boy Bill Belichick is. Now
And
put
listen,
somebody new.
is it the system? Can you just plug and play that system? Because if Stenham come in and that dude plays well, that's going to be a real knot against the legacy of Tom Brady. Everybody, gonna throw it out there right
And
now.
yo, and let's be clear. My opinion, Tom should have retired. Just dance off in the glory. You've done everything. Now, as we talk about all the time, Mark, we talk about it on the show, we talk about it in the chat. Yo, there are a lot of guys who have overstayed their time in the league and damaged their legacy. Bro, you got your rings. Step off. If you completely land flat on your face in Tampa, oh my God, I can only imagine what that's going to be. Don't get it
No,
twisted. He's still a Hall of Famer.
it's not. It's not going to hurt him. It's not going to hurt him.
You don't
Tom
think so?
versus Tom versus Tom. It's not going to hurt him because his loyalists are going to be loyal to him. They're going to make excuses for him. They're going to blame everything else outside of him. He got 6 rings. The only thing you're going to hear about is the rings. That's what it's going to come down to.
Okay.
So he cannot lose in this deal. If at 43 he plays bad, what is anybody going to say? He was 43 years old.
43. Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
comes down to.
All right. There you have it then, V. There you have
So
it.
All right, y'all. So this is our take. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to come back with a couple more segments. We appreciate you, man. Once again, be safe, y'all. My co-host is crazy.
This is our take.